Hello, welcome, namaste. My name is Babette. Great to be here. Thanks for being here and practicing with me. Today, a bit more of a power Vinyasa class. Power doesn't necessarily mean fast, but definitely strength building. It can work up quite some heat. So perhaps have a bit of water, a towel nearby. Primarily going to need your practice space, your mat, and your breath. Let's start in a comfortable seated position, Sukhasana, at the back of your mat. Cross-legged is wonderful. Perhaps sit on a block on your shins if you wish. And allow your eyes to close or take a soft gaze. Taking about 3 or 4 breaths just to be with your breath. So I like to get a bit specific and tracing the breath all the way from my nostrils into the lungs. You can also just focus on your belly rising and falling with your breath. And as you are with your breath, your exhales will start to automatically lengthen, deepen, and expand. And it's one of the ways we start to shift a little bit towards more calmer, relaxed state. Combined with eyes closed or that soft gaze, that also helps us move a little bit more towards rest and digest. Throughout the practice, you'd like to keep this state of being very close. And I pretty much guarantee that if you stay mindful of your breath, you can stay very close in that relaxed state of being, even though things might get challenging as we move. Take a deep inhale through your nose and sigh it out. Sealing your lips again. Breathing in and out through the nose. Please fire up Ujjayi breath, that little constriction in the back of your throat. And you can open up your eyes and we'll meet in a tabletop, all fours, hands and knees. Take a moment to look at your hands, spread your fingers out nice and wide. And then please tuck your toes, draw that back to a downward facing dog. If you wish to take a plank pose to measure out the length of your down dog, please do that. We're going to be here for a couple breaths, so I would recommend a little bit of movement, maybe pedal out through your feet. A little head bobble, as I call it, just to make sure we don't hold any tension in the neck. Hands a little wider than shoulder width apart. And allow your feet to be at least inner hips width apart, which for me is roughly a fist and a half. You can start by bending one knee and releasing your opposite heel down to the ground and kind of taking a moment to breathe up and down the straight leg and then switch your sides. It's quite the foundational shape, downward facing dog. Often I see just being used as a transitional shape. When we do so much here, first and foremost, it's an inversion. Your heart is over your head. Second, you get this phenomenal stretch across the upper back and the chest. The entire back body, in fact, gets a lengthening from the long muscles of your back to your glutes to your hamstrings, calves, Achilles. But you're strengthening your inner thighs, your core, your shoulders, of course, wrist, hands, ankles, and feet. It sounds like a pretty well-rounded warm-up to me. Take a couple more breaths, maybe find a relative stillness. If you feel that in your wrists, give this a try. Spread your fingers out wider, and you'll find that the work that takes activates your hands quite significantly. And when your hands are active like that, your core starts to engage automatically. It's pretty cool how they are connected. Same if you engage your core, your hands will fire up as well. Take a deep inhale through the nose and sigh it out. And then take a child's pose, balasana, knees nice and wide, big toes to touch. You can rock out your forehead side to side. And of course, if you want to come up into a seat, Vajrasana, you can do so as well. Taking a moment to come back to your breath. What can you do to smooth it out? And then please follow your next inhale back to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, lift your heels, hips, look back, dome the spine forward to a plank pose. On the exhale, draw your hips back to a downward facing dog. Next inhale, draw your big toes to touch and float your right leg off the ground, dog split. Bend the knee, open the hip, and circle through your ankle a clockwise, a counterclockwise. Smooth, steady breath. Try to square off your shoulders so not all the weight moves into the left side of your body. Next inhale, re-lengthen through your right leg. Exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. Next inhale, roll the shoulders forward over the wrist. Exhale, please lower your knees down. Keep your toes tucked. Arc your back, a cow's spine. Shoulders come forward, elbows back for Ashtangasana. Untuck your toes. Inhale, slide through onto your belly, low cobra. Exhale, back to all fours. Retuck your toes, downward facing dog. Next inhale, please draw those big toes to touch at the back of the mat and float your left leg off the ground. Bend the knee, open up the hip. Circle through your ankle clockwise, a counterclockwise. Smooth out your breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Smooth breath out. Next inhale, re-lengthen through your right leg, left leg, I apologize. And exhale, feet together, downward facing dog. On the next inhale, heels, hips lift, dome the spine forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, coming halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. And on your exhale, walk your hands back to your feet at the back of the mat. Finding Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, take a half lift. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. Twice more. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, crown of the head leads. Exhale, fold over, Uttanasana. And one more time, inhale, back body active, half lift, rock the weight in the front of the feet, sit bones separate. Exhale, fold over. Next inhale, come all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana, up hands pose. Exhale, hands to the heart, mountain pose. Next inhale, reach arms up overhead, full breath in, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold, Uttanasana over your legs. Inhale, half lift, try to rock the weight a bit forward. Exhale, walk the hands forward to your plank pose. Lower down through Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Find your time. And exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth breath in through the nose, maybe side out. All right, I'm going to introduce a little bit of heat here. Stay with your breath. On the inhale, draw your big toes to touch. Float your right leg off the ground. Bend the knee, open hip. Keep that leg up as you draw your shoulders over the wrist. Take a cow spine, arc your back. Look forward, find a bit of a scorpion tail. Inhale, right dog split. Exhale, right knee to nose, cat spine to counter. Inhale, right dog split. Bend the knee, open hip. Take that forward into a one-legged plank. A cow spine, look forward. Inhale, right dog split. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, right dog split. One more time, bend the knee, open hip, coming forward. Take that scorpion tail. Inhale, right dog split. Exhale, right knee to nose. Inhale, a one-legged plank. Lengthen through your right leg. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth out your breath. Next inhale, float your left leg off the ground. Bend the knee, open hip. Coming forward over your shoulders for that one-legged plank. Cow spine, look forward, draw the tail forward. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, left knee to nose, cat spine. Inhale, sweep it back. Bend the knee, open hip. Come forward to your plank. Look for cow spine, shoulders draw back, heart forward. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, left knee to nose, high in the ball of the right foot. One more time. Inhale, left dog split. Bend the knee, open hip. Coming forward for your scorpion tail here. Sorry about that, siren. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, left knee to nose. Inhale, one-legged plank. Exhale, one-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth breath in through the nose. Maybe a sigh. Take a moment in your downward facing dog. And then a child's pose or sit up on your shins. Breath, breath, breath. All right. Got a little longer opening standing flow to get you really building some heat. Moving into your hips. Pretty much all over. All right, on next inhale, all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. If you feel like you want to take a vinyasa here, feel free to take it or stay in your downward facing dog. And I'll meet you in your downward facing dog. On the inhale, draw your big toes to touch back of the mat and float your right leg off the ground. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of your right hand. And inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky for a bit of a spinal twist, radiating in all directions. On the exhale, frame your right foot, tended fingers or blocks. Inhale, standing split, left leg floats. Look at your top foot in the sky. Inhale, giant step back with the left foot. Hands underneath the shoulders, inside right foot. Lower your left knee down, keep it down, untuck the toes. Draw your right foot back behind you, toes face down. Inhale, reach your left arm forward. Exhale, classic bird dog, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach forward and back. Twice more. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, take it in. Inhale, reach forward and back. Leg stays up, left hand lowers. Exhale, step your right foot back to the outside of your right hand. Tuck your left toes, drive through the heel, the knee floats. Inhale, right dog split. Optional to take your right forearm down to the ground if you want. Exhale, step the right foot back to the outside of the right hand as you lengthen through the arm. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Take a beat, let the right hip drop a bit, drive for the left heel. Exhale, frame your right foot, tended fingers or blocks. Inhale, standing split, left leg floats. Look at your top foot in the sky, breath. Inhale, giant step back with the left foot, hands underneath your shoulders. Lower the left knee down, keep it down. Draw your right leg back, up behind you. Bend the knee, flex the foot. Leave a footprint to the ceiling. Take a cow spine. Draw the shoulders forward, elbows back. Tap the chest and chin down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach back with your left hand. Big toe edge of your right foot. Inhale, lift the right knee and look forward. Exhale, release the foot, leg stays up, left hand lowers. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Tap the chest and chin down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach back for your tail. Inhale, lift the knee, look forward. Exhale, let it go. One more time, left hand lowers. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Shave your rib cage. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach back with the left hand. Inhale, lift the knee, look forward. Exhale, let it go. Left hand lowers. Step your right foot back to the outside of your right hand. Left knee lifts. On the inhale, look forward. One more time. Inhale, right dog split. Maybe the right forearm down as well. Exhale, step that right foot to the outside of your right hand. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Catch your breath. Fully breathe in. Exhale, frame your right foot. Headed fingers blocks. Inhale, standing split. Take your time. Find your breath. Exhale, giant step back with the left foot. Hands underneath your shoulders. Lower the left knee down. Swivel your left foot a bit over to your right. And draw your right leg all the way back behind you. The toes touch down. And then slide your way back over your left leg for this pigeon pose over the back edge of your mat. Take 2 breaths. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Tuck your right toes. Press into your left shin to come back up into that tabletop as you unkickstand your left foot. And then please step that right foot back to the outside of your right hand. Tuck your left toes and knee lift as you drive through the heel. And then lower your left heel to the right. It's kind of like a warrior one stance in your feet, but your arms are like lizard. Try to look forward, draw your right hip a bit more underneath you. Now keep your feet as they are. Exhale, walk the hands back, lengthening through your right leg, bending the left knee. Maybe take the left forearm down to the ground for this kind of underground skandasana variation. Inhale, walk the hands forward, lengthening through the left leg, bending the right knee and look forward. Twice more. Exhale, walk it back. Bend the left knee, let the head drop. One more time. Inhale, walk it forward, look forward. And then exhale, walk it back. Take this into your classic skandasana. Hands underneath the shoulders, let the left heel pivot in, and then allow your sit bones to drop. Hands to the heart, or keep those kickstands in the hands underneath your shoulders. A deep inhale through the nose and side out. Then use your hands or go without hands. Lower your seat down to the ground. Take the sole of your left foot to your inner right thigh as you face the top edge of your mat. Take your right hand behind your seat. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, pinky to pinky. So you can go for a bit of a seesaw twist here. Inhale, come back up, drive through your sit bones. Exhale, pinky to pinky. Inhale, come back up, lengthen, reach. Exhale, pinky to pinky. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, left hand goes behind you and step your right foot over your left thigh facing the left long edge of your mat. Right hand stays behind your seat. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, go for your twist here. Maybe that's the elbow, maybe that's the palm, Ardha Matsyendrasana. And so keep lengthening through your spine, especially your breastbone, sternum, as you want to twist from your chest space. And then by all means, look over your back shoulder if you want. Take another breath. On the inhale, turn open to your left. Push into the hands and feet, lift your seat. Turn to your left for wide forward fold as you heel toe your left foot over to the top edge of the mat. Go for a half lift and then exhale, fold over. If you wish, you're more than welcome to line up fingertips and big toes. Place the crown of the head where you can see them. Feel free to come upside down into your tripod. steady breath, or stay in your wide forward fold. You can always take your shins to the triceps if you want to stay there. All right, if you're up, stay up. Straddle out the legs, kick through your heels, slowly lower down. Inhale, find a half lift. Face your left toes forward, heel pivots in, and walk your hands to the inside of your left foot. It's kind of like triangle meets pyramid pose in warrior 2 feet. Keep drawing your left hip back, lengthen the heart forward. Take this forward into half moon pose. So walk the weight into the left leg, right leg floats. Reach your right arm up. Find that fiercely reaching up, so much so that maybe you take your left hand to the heart because you don't really need it anymore. Your top leg is already in external rotation. Inhale, come up to stand to tree pose. Take the sole of the right foot anywhere along the inside of the left leg. You can use your hands. Hands at the heart for balance. And then once you feel steady, make sure you drive down through the standing foot and you reach out through the crown of the head. Reach your arms up overhead. Take left wrist in front of right. Face your palms towards one another. Interlace the fingers. Draw that fist forward in front of you. Down, in, and up. Pull the elbows apart. Maybe you want to lengthen through the arms for quite the wrist stretch. Keep your hands clasped, but uncoil the arms and reach the biceps up by your ears. Giant step back with your right foot into a warrior 1. Way, way, way back, finding your feet. Drive through the outer blade of that back foot. As you allow your tailbone to drop, your right glutes are on, you can knit the ribs in. Release your bind. Inhale, cactus the arms out to the side. Circle your hands down, forward, and up as you pivot on the ball of your right foot for a high crescent lunge here. Exhale, step your right foot next to the left for chair pose, Utkatasana. Let's come high up onto the tippy toes, knees glued together. Take that into diver's pose. Arms reach forward, down, and back, lengthening through the legs. Pull your heart forward, fingertips draw back. High, high, high up on the tippy toes. Exhale, heels down, hands down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, travel back as you want to, a step back, hop back. And I'll see you in your downward facing dog. So when my sequencing is a bit longer, I like to take a couple of vinyasas, so to say, variations to, as I think with repetition we can build a different kind of strength. Maybe you want to stay in down dog, child's pose, or inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower into chaturanga. As you are there, untuck the toes, and then come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And I got one more variation for you. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Exhale, lower your forearms down, hips up to dolphin pose. Looking forwards. Gonna draw this forward into chaturanga. Please use your glute and leg muscles for this. Inhale, lift the elbows, shoulders come forward, elbows back. Chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And find your breath. Deep inhale through the nose. Maybe side out. And then please take a child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right. I'm just going to switch sides. You can stay where you are. Let's meet onto all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, second side. If you want a vinyasa, it's there for you. Sometimes I just like to stay in my downward facing dog with eyes closed. Just want to give you an opportunity to flush through your spine, and then we'll meet in that downward facing dog. On the inhale, float your left leg off the ground, dog split. Exhale, step the foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up, find that spinal twist. So you can find the sort of say reaching in all directions. It's called Vinyasa Vayu in the yogic tradition. Exhale, the left hand lowers, frame your foot, tender fingers or blocks. Inhale, standing split, let the right leg float and try to look at it. Face the toes a bit down. Exhale, giant step back with your right foot, hands on the inside of the left foot. Lower the right knee down, keep it down as you draw your left foot back behind you. Inhale, reach your right arm forward. Exhale, elbow to knee, bird dog. Inhale, reach forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, right hand lowers, left leg stays up and step the left foot back to the outside of the left hand. Drive to the right heel, your knee floats. Inhale, left dog split. Maybe take your left forearm down to the ground if you wish. Exhale, step the left foot back to the outside of the left hand, lengthening through the arm. Inhale, left arm reaches up, catch your breath. Exhale, frame the left foot, tender fingers blocks, palms down. Inhale, standing split, let your right leg float, head drops. Exhale, giant step back with your right foot. Hands underneath the shoulders, lower right knee down, keep it down. Draw that left leg back behind you. Bend the left knee, flex the foot, footprint to the ceiling. And knit the ribs in, but allow for a bit of a cow spine. Shoulders forward, elbows back, tap the chest and chin down. Inhale, come up. Reach your right hand back behind you, big toe edge of the left foot. Inhale, lift the knee, look forward. Exhale, let the foot go, leg stays up. Shoulders forward, elbows back. Go for the tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach back, breath, breath, breath. Inhale, lift the knee, looking forward. And then let it go one more time. Stay up or go for your tap. Inhale, come up. Exhale, reach back for the tail. Inhale, try to lift the knee, then push and pull into the foot and hand. Exhale, let it go. Right hand lower, step the left foot back to the outside of the left hand. Lift the right knee by driving through the heel. Inhale, left dog split. Forearm down if you wish. Exhale, step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Inhale, left arm reaches up. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale, standing split. Breath, breath, breath. Let the head drop. Check out your top foot in the sky. Giant step back with your right foot. Hands on the inner left foot. Lower right knee down and swivel your right foot a bit over to the left. Draw the left leg back behind you. Toes touch down. And then slide the left foot back into this pigeon pose over the back of your mat. Take 2, maybe 3 breaths. Deep inhale, maybe a sigh. Tuck your back toes. Press into your right shin. Push into the palms to come up into that little tabletop. Swivel your right foot back. Unkickstand the leg and step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Not on the hand. Tuck your right toes. Drive to the heel. The knee lifts. Swivel your right foot a bit over to the left. Find your warrior 1 feet. Hands underneath the shoulders. Look forward. Draw the left hip back underneath you. Try to keep your feet as they are, walking the hands back, lengthening through the left leg, and kind of take your right forearm down to the ground for this kind of beautiful geometrical shape. On the inhale, walk the hands forward, rebend the left knee, lengthen through the right, looking forward, bit of lizard here feeling. Exhale, walk your hands back, your right foot stays as it is. And then one more time, inhale, walk it forward. Drive for the outer blade of that back foot, right foot. Exhale, walk it back. Taking that into your regular skandasana, aka pivot your right heel in, lower down a bit. You can stay up or take this as low as you want. Find a deep inhale through the nose, side out. Use your hands or go without, lower your seat down to the ground, and then take the sole of that right foot to the inner left thigh as you face the front edge of your mat. Please then take your left hand behind your seat. Inhale, right arm reaches up. Draw the left toes towards you. Exhale, pinky to pinky. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, go for pinky to pinky. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, pinky to pinky. Inhale, reach back up. Awesome, beautiful. Now please take your right hand behind you as well and step your left foot over your right thigh facing the right long edge of the mat. Left hand can stay behind you. Inhale, right arm reaches up, and exhale, go for your twist. Find a deep inhale through the nose, side out. On the inhale, counter twist to your right. Push into the hands, feet, lift the hips. Keep going to your right. Wide forward fold as you heel toe your right foot further to the top edge of the mat. A little half lift and an exhale, fold over. Now you can grab your ankles, yogi toe lock, or walk your hands away from your face, drawing the shoulders close underneath the hips. And maybe it can feel a bit scary coming up from here, but as you come onto the balls of your feet, perhaps take your tripod C. It's a little bit wider. I think I say this all the time. It can feel a bit scary, but your tripod is actually really wide and stable. Find a deep inhale wherever you are. Maybe a sigh. And if you're up, take your time to straddle out the legs and slowly lower down. A half lift on the inhale. Exhale, face your right toes forward. The heel pivots to the left, and take your hands to the inside of the right foot. So you can draw that right hip underneath you. Pressing through the outer blade of the left foot. Find another breath. Looking forward, send this off to a half moon pose. Bend the right knee, let the left leg float. Left arm reaches up. Expand, open towards the ceiling, kick through the left heel, left glutes are on. And then using your gaze, kid you not, and your inhale, look forward and up. Come up to stand to tree pose, Vrikshasana. Left foot, take it anywhere along the inside of the right leg. You can of course use your hands for that. And then hands to the heart, take a moment, knit the ribs in, feel this, so to say, elongation from waistline up, out the crown of the head to the ceiling, waistline down, you're driving down through the sole of your standing foot. Then you reach your arms up whenever you feel steady, take right wrist in front of left, face palm to palm, interlace the fingers. Draw that fist forward in front of you, down, in and up, pulling the elbows apart. My favorite wrist stretches. Maybe lengthen through the arms. And then keeping your clasp, just uncoil the arms, biceps up, back, behind, by the ears. Giant step back with your left foot for warrior one. Always so much further back. And then I think, so finding your feet, let the tailbone drop. Then you can release your bind. Inhale, cactus the arms out. Circle your arms down, forward and up, and pivot on the ball of the left foot. High crescent lunge. Exhale, step the left foot next to the right for chair pose. This time, reach your hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Inhale, pull the fist down and back. I'm going to take a step back. Come high into your tippy toes. Diver's pose with the bind. Give it a try. Lengthen through your legs, lengthen the heart forward. I like to kind of lead almost with my chin and then draw that fist overhead. Go for 1, go for 2. And then take your hands down, heels down, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. If you're hopping back, make sure directly to Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. To your downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Maybe side out. And then as we did the first side, feel free to come forward with me to Chaturanga. Exhale, lower halfway down. Untuck the toes. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And if you wanted one more variation, you can come forward to plank. Exhale, forearms down, seat up to dolphin. Look forward. Legs, glutes on. Lift the elbows up a smidge, shoulders draw forward for Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a smooth breath in through the nose. Side out. And of course, then please take a child's pose or sit up on your shins. All right, so we're only going to do 3 rounds. Of Surya A with some options. Whenever you're ready, and let's meet to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath, breath, breath. Let's draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Inhale, draw the shoulders over the wrists. Exhale, bend your knees, squat back, look forward, step or hop. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Inhale, arms reach up, full breath in, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, dive it down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, re-lengthen. Exhale, step it, hop it, float it. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. So you may have noticed I talk a lot about your hands. A lot of our neural activity goes from our brain, obviously, to our hands and face. So think all about what's about to come about, pushing into your hands. And of course, using your hamstring strength, some hip flexor and hip flexibility. But all I'm trying to say is try not to sink in your shoulders for this. Draw your big toes to touch, back of the mat. Inhale, float your right leg off the ground. Come high into the ball of your left foot and draw your shoulders over the wrists. Look between your thumbs. Bend your left knee, squat back, look forward. Go for a one-legged hop to the front. And exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So the same way that we traveled forward, we can also try to travel back with a one-legged hop to a one-legged Chaturanga to our down dog. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. Of course, you can step back, hop back, or lift your right leg off the ground and come high into the ball of your left foot. Look forward, think up, forward, and back. For maybe that one-legged hop to one-legged Chaturanga to downward facing dog. And breathe. Got one more round to go. Please draw your big toes to touch. Inhale, float your left leg off the ground. Come high into the ball of your right foot. Shoulders over the wrist, look between your thumbs. Bend your right knee, squat way back, look forward. Go for a one-legged hop. And then exhale, feet together, forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Final half lap back to down dog. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, half lift. A step back, hop back, or perhaps float your left leg off the ground. Plant the palms down. Come onto the ball of your right foot. Look forward, bending the right knee, one-legged hop. To your one-legged chaturanga. And flipping the feet to up dog, down dog. Steady breath in through the nose and side out. Let's draw your big toes to touch back of the mat. Roll the shoulders over the wrist. Let's meet in Malasana at the front of the mat. Feet to the outside of the hands. Lower your hands by the heart. Let's take 3 breaths. Steady breath in and out through your nose. And then please take your hands down whenever you're ready. Sit bones up, face your toes forward. A half lift. Exhale, fold over. Maybe take yogi toe lock. First 2 fingers around the big toes. Bending the elbows to the side and let your head drop between your legs. Here too, if you bring the weight a bit into the front of your feet and pull those sit bones apart, you might feel a whole lot open in the back of the upper legs. Inhale, a half lift, heel toe your feet underneath you. Now options to take a step back, hop back, or skip, or maybe a crow pose back to your down dog. If you wish, you can take your crow to tripod. I would recommend taking the knees into the armpits for that variation. Looking forward. And then slowly let the crown of the head come down to the ground. Hug the knees in. Take your time to come up into your tripod. And then of course you can take that back to crow if you wish and push off. Maybe hop back to your chaturanga. Or from your tripod, teeter your legs back, draw the butt back. And then when you're roughly halfway down, shoot the legs back for your upward facing dog. To your downward facing dog. Steady breath. Maybe a sigh. And then take a brief child's pose or sit up on your shins. So we've got one more standing wave to go. I'm just going to switch sides. You stay where you are. All right. On the next inhale, all fours, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Please draw your big toes to touch, back of the mat. Inhale, roll the shoulders forward. Exhale, squat back, look forward, step or hop. Half lift on the inhale. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, come all the way up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take your time on the inhale, chair pose. Bend the knees, reach the arms up. Exhale, cross the left leg over right for your eagle wrap. No need to do a double wrap, you might get stuck later on. Take right arm over left for a hug, half or full eagle wrap. And then draw your seat way back, squatting down, lengthen the heart forward. Breath, breath, breath. Steady gaze, squeeze the legs. Twisting over to your left, take both elbows to the outer left thigh, but keep your spine long, so keep drawing the heart forward, no compression in your chest. On the exhale, take your hands down to the left, tented fingers or blocks, folding over your left thigh. On the inhale, take a quarter turn to your right and step that left foot to the outside of your right foot, kind of like a screw cork. And then find your cross-legged forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Feel free to grab your blocks. Exhale, fold over. Another half lift. Take a moment to establish for yourself what your right foot is. Should be the foot that is behind you. As you take your right hand underneath your shoulder and your left hand to the big toe edge of your right foot. Look forward, lengthen through the spine as you bend your right knee and draw that tail back behind you for your revolved half moon variation here with your tail grab. Go for a bit of a pause. Maybe even arc the back a bit, looking forward. Go for 1 and then go for 2. Release the foot, but keep the leg up, knee bent, left hand lowers. Take peace fingers, first 2 fingers of your right hand to your right big toe. Draw that foot underneath you like you did with tree pose. Once you have the big toe, kick your right heel out to the right for that hydrant kick here. Maybe there's a 90-90 in your legs. Maybe you're parallel to the ground. Maybe the right knee is bent. On the exhale, step the right foot next to the left with yogi toe lock. And find your forward fold. Inhale, half lift with toe lock. Pop on the ball of your right foot. Make sure your right arm is on the inside of the right leg. Belly to right thigh. Look forward and up on the inhale. Come up to stand with the right knee bent. Left hand on the hip. On the heart. Make it about your standing leg, your left leg. Once you feel steady, maybe kick your right heel forward. For your Utthita Hasta Panagustasana A. Keep leaning back a little bit for a counterbalance. Breath, breath, breath. Exhale, figure 4 chair. Right ankle, left thigh. Hands to heart for balance. Booty goes way back. Find another beat, another breath. And then yogi toe lock. First 2 fingers, right hand to the right big toe. Inhale, Utthita B. Right leg goes out to the right. Take your time, find the standing leg first, and then kick through the right leg if you want to. Left hand can be on the hip or reach it out to the left. Go for 1 more breath, draw that right hip underneath you. And then exhale, feet together. Samasthitihi, equal stance pose, hands beside you. Find a deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Chair pose on the inhale, bend the knees, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart for balance. Pop on the balls of your feet, inner knees glued together. Lower your booty all the way onto your heels. And then please take a turn to your left. And hands underneath your shoulders, tented fingers. As you try to lengthen the spine forward, you can plant the palms down. And perhaps if you wish, Bakasana, your side crow looking forward. You can also scissor bottom leg forward, top leg back for your Kundanyasana 01. And then take your time to find your tiptoe stance again, feet underneath you. Hands underneath the shoulders, tented fingers so you can take a quarter turn to your left on the balls of your feet for Uttanasana, anywhere along the mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold over. Inhale, if you're towards the back of the mat, just walk it forward a bit. A half lift. Exhale, step your right foot 3 feet back. Take about a 45 in the foot. And a little railroad track between your heels. Find a half lift. Exhale, fold over for pyramid pose. Make sure you drive through the heels and especially through the big toe mount of your front foot. A half lift on the inhale. Reach your left arm up for Parvrita Trikonasana to the left. Breath, breath, breath. Look at your top arm. Reach the hand to the back wall, down, forward, and up. Go for 2 more big circles. Circle it down, forward, and up. And then 1 more time, 1 big circle. Exhale, take the left hand down, frame the foot. Take your right hand to the pinky toe edge of the left foot and then step your right foot next to the left. Please keep the pinky toe edge of the left foot, pop on the ball of the left foot. Look forward and up, belly to thigh. Keep them close as you reach your left arm behind you, coming up to stand. And then if you want to, please continue to reach back. Maybe kick your left heel forward for your Tita Hasta Padangusthasana C. Find that reaching back. It's your counterbalance. Go for one more. Then carefully in control, release the left foot. Swing the leg back. Behind, left arm lowers for revolved half moon pose. Face the left toes down. You can look down onto the horizon or maybe all the way up. Lift the left heel up so the belly of your left hamstring is active. On the exhale, lower your right hand down. Giant step back with the left foot. Inhale, right dog split. Exhale, bend the knee, open hip, rock star to your left. Take a beat, open it up. And next, inhale, right dog split. Exhale, right knee to nose for figure four, down dog, right ankle, left thigh. And then if you wish, coming forward for a figure four, plank, maybe figure four, chaturanga, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Take a moment, child's pose, or sit up on your shins. I'm going to switch sides. All right. Moving into our final lap. Final side. And then let's meet on all fours on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. And come back to your breath. Let's get this. Inhale, all fours. No, I'm sorry. Big toes touching, back of the mat. Roll the shoulders over the wrist. Exhale, squat back, look forward, step or hop. Half lift on the inhale, and exhale, fold over. Inhale, come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart. Take your time. Inhale, bend the knees, chair pose, arms reach up. Exhale, wrap your right leg over the left, ego wrap. Take left arm over right, hug, half or full eagle wrap. And then draw your seat back, but lengthen the spine, drawing the heart forward so that you can twist to your right. The elbows don't even have to touch the outer right thigh, right? It's just your core strength doing the twisting and the arms guiding you into the right direction, literally the right direction. Okie dokes, uncoil the arms, hands come down over to your right, 10 fingers, maybe your blocks. And then take a quarter turn to your left like a screwdriver and step that right foot to the outside of the left, pinky toes touch for your cross-legged Uttanasana. Inhale, a half lift. Exhale, fold over. Feel free to grab your blocks for this. Another half lift on the inhale. Keep your left hand underneath your shoulder. Establish what your left foot is. That should be the foot that's behind. Take your right hand to the big toe edge of the left foot. And then bending the left knee, draw that tail back and up behind you. Go for a bit of a push, a bit of a pull. Make it an expiration that goes with your breath. Take an inhale. Maybe a bit of a sigh. Carefully let the foot go, leg stays up, right hand lowers. Yogi toe lock, first two fingers, left hand to the left big toe, draw the foot underneath you. And then inhale, kick your left foot out to the left. Try to lengthen through your spine. Pull your butt bones apart. Go for another breath. And then exhale with toe lock, feet together, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift and come onto the ball of your left foot, please. Take that left arm on the inside of the left leg. Look forward and up, right hand to the hip, come up to stand. Make it about that right leg. Make it about the right leg, superhero on the heart. And then if you feel steady, kick your left heel forward. Draw the left shoulder back. So it's a little bit of a rolling of your tailbone underneath you. And then draw that left arm back into the socket of the shoulder, so to say. Exhale, figure four chair, left ankle, right thigh. Seat goes way back, hands to the heart. And find your breath. Steady gaze. Spread to the sole of your right foot. Yogi toe lock, first two fingers, left hand to the left big toe. Inhale, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana B. Left leg goes out to the left. Take your time. Find that superhero in the heart. Go for one. And go for two. Then please step your left foot back next to your right, releasing the toe lock. Equal stance pose. Samastitihi. Deep inhale. Side out. Chair pose on the inhale. Bend the knees. Arms reach up. Exhale. Hands to heart for balance. Pop on the balls of your feet. Lift the heels off the ground. Lower this all the way down to your heels. Tiptoe stand. Take your hands over to your right. Tended fingers underneath your shoulders or plant the palms down. A lengthening of the spine. Find the twist first. And then you can always lift up a bit. You can go for two upper arms or perhaps one upper arm. Side crow, Parshvabhakasana. Maybe scissor your legs out. Find your breath. Lengthen the spine. Go for one. And then exhale, feet together, tiptoe stand. Hands underneath your shoulders, tended fingers to the right. So you can take that pivot, quarter turn to the right, pivoting on the balls of your feet. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. If you're roughly in the middle or towards the back of the mat, step it forward. Exhale, step your left foot 3 feet back, a 45 in the foot. Little railroad track between your heels. A half lift, tended fingers or blocks. Draw the right hip back, heart forward. And then exhale, fold over, Parshvottanasana. Inhale, a half lift. Right arm reaches up, Parvita Trikonasana. Draw the right hip back. Make sure you anchor through both your heels. Look at your right hand. Inhale, circle it to the back of the room. Down, forward, and up. Go for 2 more circles. A big circle. Take your time. Find your feet, especially the tripod of that back foot. Big toe mount, pinky toe mount, and heel. Take both hands down. Frame your right foot. And then exhale, take your left hand across the top of your right foot to the pinky toe edge of the right foot. Step the left foot next to the right. For a forward fold here. Inhale, pop on the ball of the right foot, belly to thigh, look forward. With a bend right knee, come up to stand, reach your right arm behind you. Breath, breath, breath. Maybe kick your right heel forward for your Utthita C. Keep reaching back, leaning back, a lengthening through the heart. Go for one more breath. Steady. Take your time to let the foot go. Swing the leg down and back. Right hand comes down. Left arm up. Revolved half moon. Maybe gaze down onto the horizon or up. Go for one. And go for two. Then take the left hand down. Step your right foot back. Plant the palms down. Inhale, left dog split. Exhale, bend the left knee. Tip that over to your right for a rock star. Take a big breath in. And then flip that back around for a left dog split. Exhale, figure 4, left ankle, right thigh. Figure 4, down dog. Taking that into your figure 4 plank. Maybe figure 4 chaturanga. Unhook, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep inhale through the nose. Side out. Take a breath. And please, no rush. Let's lower down to hands and knees. Swivel your feet out to one side. Drop your seat behind you and have a seat. I'll come to face you here. And I'll mirror you. Please take your left lower leg in front of you. Right lower leg on top. So you see a triangle when you look down. You can always take a block underneath your right knee. Again, I'm mirroring you here. Double pigeon, or perhaps take Sukhasana, right ankle in front of left. That's a beautiful hip opener too. And then please take left arm over right. Give yourself a hug, half or full eagle wrap. You can stay up. Maybe take the forearms on the shins or over your shins. And if you want to forego the eagle wrap, you can, of course, undo the eagle wrap. And maybe place your forehead on the block. Softening your face. Take a deep inhale through the nose, side out. Take your time to come back up, uncoil your arms. Take your hands behind your seat, fingertips to the seat. Plant the feet on the ground. Inhale coming up, reverse tabletop. Don't really like this pose, but it's good for us. And then lower your booty back down to the ground. Switching sides, take your right lower leg at the bottom, left lower leg on top, or of course you can take a left ankle in front of right. Taking a right arm over left, a hug, a half or full eagle wrap. Maybe stay over, up on the shins or over the shins, or without the eagle wrap, place your head on the block. And find your breath. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Side out. Taking your time to come up, uncoil the arms, hands behind your seat, and maybe plant the feet down in front of you one more time, or lengthen through your legs, and perhaps try to come up into a reverse plank. Gotta find that hands right underneath your shoulders. Take another breath, and then slowly lower down. You can take your time to scoot down a bit and roll all the way onto your back. Coming down in and towards your shavasana. And you can take anything, any shape, either shavasana on your back, maybe Supta Baddha Konasana, perhaps soles of the feet together, that is, knees nice and wide. Or if you wish, you can allow yourself to lengthen out to the legs, let the feet flop open. And I'll play you a little bit of my singing bowls for our shavasana. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Please reach out with any questions. As always, I love hearing from you. Feel free to drop me a line, and I'll be back next week. Have a beautiful rest of your day, evening, or whenever you're streaming. Thanks so much.